The NFL Combine kindly officially starts the NFL offseason. And on today's show, we're going to be talking about three big things that the Patriots could do during the NFL Combine, because you have your coaches, your GMs of everybody in the NFL all right in Indianapolis. It's not just seeing some of those draft players. It's seeing everybody together, and the rumors are going to start swirling. So three big things on today's show. Let's get into it. Welcome into Patriots Today by Chat Sports. I am your host, Brett Alper, and the Patriots have a lot of big decisions coming into the offseason. And the NFL Combine is always a gigantic week for teams as they make decisions. You already saw the Patriots earlier today. If you subscribe to the channel, they officially released Antonio Gibson, and we're wishing him the best recovering from that torn ACL. But once we get to the Combine, which starts tomorrow, a lot of things are going to start swirling. And why is this big? Well, because NFL GMs, head coaches, agents, everyone that you could possibly think of is going to be in Indianapolis. So you are going to get Elliott Wolf talking to everybody. You're going to get Mike Vrabel talking to every single person. And also, tomorrow, Elliott Wolf speaks. And we're going to have that right here on the channel, which is why you subscribe. Trades could be happening. So I got a trade for you fans right here. You receive Patriots content all year long if you hit that sub button. What I get in return for the trade, you're free, and I will emphasize free support to create more videos. Everything that you could, more lives, just everything for this channel. So if you want to stay up to date, if you want to see Elliott Wolf's press conference, we got boots on the ground in Indy. So go ahead, hit that sub button right now. Let's talk about some of the moves, and there's three big moves that I think the Patriots could make this week. And the first one, it is the number one priority for the Pats to get it done this offseason, because if we get all the way into July and there is still not a pen to paper with an extension for Christian Gonzalez, it's going to be frustrating, and I possibly could see Christian Gonzalez holding out because he wants to be paid. And after making an All-Pro last year, after making a Pro Bowl this year, and having one of the best postseasons of a cornerback in recent memory, he's eligible for a new contract, and he is going to be seeking that new deal, and he's going to want to get paid. And why? Because the stats don't lie either. In 2025, in only 14 games played, he missed 3 because of that hamstring injury that he suffered in training camp, but he was back, and he was still better than ever. 69 tackles. He didn't have an interception, but they also don't target him that much. When you target him, the quarterback completes 43% of the passes. The quarterback rating is 57. And then once we got to the playoffs, it was unfreaking believable. In 4 games, he had 19 tackles, 7 pass breakups, 2 gigantic ones in the Super Bowl. He had 1 gigantic one in the AFC Championship game, and he had the game-winning interception in the AFC Championship game. That completion percentage went down to 36.7, and the QB rating, I will say this over and over again, if a quarterback spiked the ball 20 times, would still have a better QB rating than what Christian Gonzalez was doing. He is unbelievable, and he is a part of a great cornerback depth chart here in New England. Carlton Davis has been solid. Yeah, we talk about it nonstop. How he gets some of those little DPIs, but then Marcus Jones also deserves that. He deserves that contract extension that he got, that $36 million. So this quarterback room cannot change at all. I do not want it to change. I want to keep this 3 core right there. And Charles Woods and Alex Austin, we'll see what happens. But those are your backups. I'm talking about the starting 3 right here. ESPN, I think they're outrageous on what this contract is in the sense of this is way too little. 4 years, $121 million. You're telling me that he is going to get just $1 million more than Sauce Gardner? No. He's the best cornerback in football, and he is going to get insane types of money. ESPN is lowballing Christian Gonzalez, and I know damn well that him and his agent probably saw that and laughed because they know he's going to get a lot more. If you look at the contracts that are for each cornerback in the NFL, these are your top 2. You have Sauce Gardner making $30 million, 4 years, $120 million, and then you have Derek Stingley Jr. making also $30 million with a 3-year, $90 million contract. But we know that the salary cap is increasing and increasing and increasing every single year. And you also saw Sauce Gardner reset the market. So I think now that we get into this free agent kind of class, Gonzo is going to reset the cornerback market. And he is going to be the highest paid cornerback in football because when Sauce Gardner got paid, he was the highest cornerback. But as you get more and more onto the years, we saw just like quarterbacks. We saw Patrick Mahomes, then we saw Trevor Lawrence, then you saw Justin Herbert. They get paid more and more. So you think ESPN thinks he's going to get $1 million? No. With the salary cap increasing like 9% to $305 million, Gonzo's going to get even more money. And my prediction, that he's probably going to get 4 years, $140 million. That's my prediction. I think he is going to set a record for cornerbacks. He's also going to get $5 million more than Sauce Gardner and be that highest paid cornerback. $35 million annual value. That's what he deserves. I mean, he deserves all the money in the world for how good he is. If the Patriots did not have him, well, you can look at the record. They went 1-2 the first 3 games that he missed. And then once he came back, the Patriots only lost 1 in the regular season. You do the math. He deserves every freaking penny because he is the best. So I'll ask you guys, how much money are you giving Christian Gonzalez? I think he's getting $35 million a year, and I'm sticking to that. He might even get more. We'll see what happens. But you let me know down in the comments section. Make your prediction on what his contract will be down in the comments below. Second move that I think the Patriots could make this week. And you saw they already started to make moves by cutting Antonio Gibson. Well, the next one, I think they could be cutting Stefon Diggs. And people are going to hate me for it. People are going to talk a lot for it. But I think it's a possibility. And it's a big decision. A lot of media outlets, the Boston Herald, you have Neeson talking about it. ESPN is talking about it. All the Patriots outlets are talking about the possibility of Stefon Diggs getting cut. Maybe this week, maybe later down the road, but we'll see. But I'll get more into this in just a second. But I got to tell you guys about our new sponsor on the show, and I'm actually rocking the t-shirt now. The little chroma, this is actually a green shirt. Picking up on the green screen, obviously. But let's talk about the new clothes that I've been wearing from our friends over at Rag & Bone. If you go to rag-bone.com and use code CHAT, you get 20% off your order. These clothes are comfortable and classy and feel super high quality too. I've already gotten a couple compliments on the shirt that I'm rocking. People think I have style now. The clothes are built to last. I got myself the new Classic Flame tee, paired it with their Fit 3 athletic jeans that are honestly so comfortable, I forgot that I was wearing jeans. And now I've got a nice stylish outfit I can wear anywhere and impress. Infused denim has that made-to-last quality that you notice the first time you put them on. They feel premium, look sharp, and you can tell they're meant to be long-term wardrobe staple. You guys know I wear a lot of football gear. When I go out, I like to get a little bit stylish, and I use Rag & Bone. So it's time to upgrade your denim. For a limited time, our listeners get 20% off their entire order with code CHAT at rag-bone.com. That's 20% off at rag-bone.com with promo code CHAT. That'll be in the comments and description of today's video. When you ask them where you heard about them, please support our show, Patriots Today, and let them know that we sent you. All right. Let's get a little back into it. I know I'm a little stylish here, but let's start talking about Stefon Diggs. And what should the Patriots do with Stefon Diggs? Cap hit, $26.5 million. That is a lot of money. The savings, if he's cut June 1st, $16.8. And the Patriots can save $4 more million if they cut him a post-June 1. Now, I personally believe if the Patriots are going to decide to cut him, I don't think they care about $4 million. I think they are going to do it pre-June 1 so they can do it as soon as possible. And it's a harsh reality because Stefon Diggs has been a great player for us in 2025. He has been an absolute leader and one of the guys that hypes him up. Who started the We All We Got? We All We Need chant? It was Diggs. Who hypes up every single game? It was Diggs. But you could see during the playoffs, the production started to decline, and I think also due to how much money he's making, you kind of have to move on from him. It's the harsh reality of the NFL. And the Patriots, they got to upgrade at the wide receiver. And they could hold out for free agency or the NFL draft. Free agency is 2 weeks away, 3 weeks away. It starts March 9th, the legal tampering period, and then March 14th, you can sign their contracts. But you also can get to the draft, which is in late April. So the question is, what are the Patriots going to do with Stefon Diggs? He's 32 years old. I don't know if he can have another 85-yard or 85 reception, 1,000-yard season. He only had 4 touchdowns. It took him a while to get on that. But if the Patriots did get rid of him, they'd have enough cap space where they can go out and find a better receiver, another receiver. But if you do cut him, if you get rid of Stefon Diggs, you can't just get rid of him for nothing. You have to have a plan in place for your wide receiver position next season. Whatever that may be, if you know you are going to go after a top wide receiver in free agency like Alec Pierce, or maybe even a guy like Romeo Doubs, sure, but you have to have a plan in place. If you go into the NFL Combine, you talk to Howie Roseman and say, hey, you want to talk about an A.J. Brown trade this offseason? Sure, but you cannot go in without Stefon Diggs or somebody in the 2026 season without a wide receiver. That would be awful for Drake May, and I do not want to see how much I love Matt Collins for him to be the top wide receiver on that depth chart next season. That just cannot happen. It can't, and I will be furious if the Patriots do that without a plan in place. The third move that I could see them make, and the trades are going to get up and up and up throughout this entire week. There are going to be a lot of rumors, and there's going to be 2 rumors for the New England Patriots. There'll be more minor rumors with trades, but there's going to be 2. And Tom Pelissero, he already got started. On NFL Network earlier today, he talked about Maxx Crosby. And he said it's going to be a big week for Maxx Crosby and also the Raiders. And trades could be discussed. And what does that mean? Well, it means we're going to see if John Switek, or Spytek, however you say his name, is going to talk about, hey, we're trading Maxx Crosby. And if the Patriots are interested, which I think they will be because you need an edge rusher, they are going to be on top of that. And we've heard him say that he reportedly wants to play for Mike Vrabel. But if you look at just the statistics that Maxx Crosby has done, 15 games, he still had 10 sacks. That's better than any single Patriot on the roster. I've said multiple times that I want a guy that can get 10 sacks per year. 10 sacks total. Patriots haven't had that in forever. You still have the 73 tackles, 28 tackles for loss. And last year, he had an okay season, but he only played 12 games. So you have to get that edge rusher. And I am 100% certain that with all of the GMs, the agents, together in one spot, that Elliott Wolf, Mike Vrabel, will talk to Spytek, will talk to Howie Roseman on trades. You saw the podcast with Julian Edelman, A.J. Brown, and Rob Gronkowski. I think that it could happen. And he winked about it. I guarantee you Wolf was going to go over to Howie, and Howie's going to be that stubborn a-hole that he is and figure something out. But I hope that the rumors will spark, because there's a lot of trade candidates this offseason that I think the Patriots will be willing to go with. And some of the guys I have circled on paper a lot. Crosby, A.J. Brown are my 2 big ones. I even talked about Walker Little improving the offensive line, having him play guard if you want to decide to move Jared Wilson to the center position. Brian Thomas Jr. is another wide receiver. And then Kayvon Thibodeaux. Maybe you want to upgrade the edge. But they're big names in trades. There are tons and tons of names. You obviously have Crosby and A.J. Brown, but the rumors are going to be massive. It's not just going to be New England. There's going to probably be some rumors about, hey, some people want to trade for Garrett Bradbury. There's going to be a lot of talk all throughout the week. And it's going to be exciting because I miss football already, and I want to get to next season. But this is going to be a massive week for the Patriots. A lot of big moves being made. A lot of cuts might be being made, and a lot of rumors are going to get started. But Maxx Crosby is the big one that we've already heard from Tom Pelissero, and he's been linked to the Patriots. So we'll see what happens. But you make your prediction. Will Maxx Crosby be a New England Patriots? Will the Patriots trade for him? You let me know down in the comments section. Give me a Y for yes. Give me an N for no. We'll hear from Elliott Wolf tomorrow on what he has to say. And also, we haven't done this in a while. Why don't you go follow me on social media? I'm talking Patriots nonstop. You know the DMs are open. So if you want to hit me up on Twitter, if you want to hit me up on Instagram, @TheRealAlper, go hit that follow. And as always, let's go Pats.